Peter said this in 1 Peter chapter 1, on that day you'll be glad. Even if you have to go through many hard trials for a while, your faith will be like gold that has been tested in a fire. And these trials will prove that your faith is worth much more than gold that can be destroyed. They will show that you will be given praise and honor and glory when Jesus Christ returns. Here's what Peter said, that when you are going through the fire of a trial, when you're being tested, that trials just don't test your faith. Get this. Trials level up your faith. That enduring difficulties increases and strengthens my faith. That when you quit in difficulties, it will stymie and set back and weaken my faith. The more intense the trial, the greater growth of my faith. We often don't grow our faith in Christ because we bail on Christ. We bail on our faith when the going gets tough. And what we wind up doing is quitting before the reward comes. Would you stand with me across the room? I'm not done. I just want you standing. In the California gold rush of the 1800s, there was a man by the name of R.U. Darby. R.U. Darby was a very successful insurance salesman. But he took his money and he went out and bought some land. And he had to borrow actually quite a bit of money. He set up a gold mining compound and he began to mine for gold and he found it. He struck a vein and he made thousands of dollars. He made enough money to pay off all of his debts. And about the time R.U. Darby got all of his debts paid off, the vein ran out. And he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug. He could find no more gold. So one day he was digging. He said, I'm done. Laid his tools down, walked out, put his land up for sale. And a junk dealer bought his gold mine. The junk dealer came in and he hired a mining engineer. And he said, I need you to tell me if there's any more gold in here. So the junk dealer went down and did some observations, whatever a mining engineer does. And he said, oh, here's the problem. There's a fault line running through this vein of gold. And it has, through earthquakes and all that, it has broken apart the vein of gold. And R.U. Darby was digging in the fault line. If he had dug 3 more feet, he would have struck a huge vein of gold. R.U. Darby gave up 3 feet before the reward. 3 feet. 3 feet. And that junk dealer he sold it to, Darby had made thousands. From that day forward, the junk dealer made millions off a vein of gold. Darby was 3 feet from his reward, and he gave up. Can I tell you, when you're going through a hard time, just hang tight. Hang tight. Why? Because that endurance in that trial will build and increase your faith. Don't give up on God. Stay close to God. Don't quit on God. Go all in for God. And you say, well, preacher, I don't know what's going on in your life, but I can tell you this, if you'll just hang tight, you will increase your faith.